in the corner to my left, from Newport News, Virginia, weighing in at 180 pounds, he's here to catch a body. This is Hazard.
D-A-S-S-I-T.
His opponent to my right, from parts unknown, weighing in at 215 pounds, two-time TNA X Division champion, this is Suicide!
And Hazard is used to being the one to set an opponent off their game with his bluster, with his presentation. What's he gonna make a Suicide?
I mean, like you said, there's this mystifying quality to him. The name also very foreboding in its own way, but I think it has more to do with actually what Suicide, the wrestler, is willing to do, the lengths he's willing to go to in the match, more so than anything.
Will Hazard match those lengths, that level of desperation? Will it get that far? We'll find out. Now exchanging of the wrist locks.
Okay, a little feeling out process here by these two men.
Neither one is new to this game. You've heard already, Suicide, two-time TNA X Division champion. Hazard, over a decade plus in this game. Now settles into the side headlock. Second most dangerous man out of Newport News, next to Allen Iverson.
You are too little.
Is he calling Suicide too little?
In fact, and Suicide not taken kindly.
In fact, I do believe that Suicide stands a couple inches taller than Hazard, but Hazard is that kind of guy. He's got that dog in him, regardless of his size. He's going to mouth off to anybody.
He stands 10 toes down, as he would say. Looking to prove that the remainder of the Limitless Wrestling roster is dog water. You know what that is, don't you?
I do know what that is.
It's water for dogs, folks.
Dirty water.
Dirty water. And speaking of which, Hazard may taste some of that dirty water. Face first into the turnbuckle he goes. That can't be tasting good.
That can't be tasted good. That cat's cradle is just adding insult to injury there. I feel like that's going to light an awful lot of rage within Hazard, a bit of an embarrassment there. Suicide looking to do to Hazard.
An equal measure of insult and injury, and Suicide is rolling.
But maybe he wants Hazard to doubt himself. He wants...
Oh,
he's got a mask on.
eye protection. He packed smart for this bout. But the thrust to the throat.
Okay.
Does not have the required throat protection to weather that maneuver.
Smart move, very persistent.
But Suicide lands on the apron. I don't know if Hazard is aware. Old P-House coming in hot. Stopped cold by the kick upside the head. Oh no! Got all of the splash. Some razzle dazzle, but only good for two. Suicide, that momentum still red, if not white hot. Uh-oh.
Hazard wants none of that. Trying to use his body weight to counter out of that.
Successful.
Oh, great strategy there.
Back of the neck, right across that top rope. Sending shivers down the spine, and now Hazard raining down the lefts.
Stay on him. Don't focus on the referee.
Absolutely. You cannot be reading Eric Greenleaf, the Riot Act. Hazard has to stay on top of the former two-time X Division champion. And now, Hazard.
Whoa! Rearing up all his body weight, all that. Oh, beautiful, beautiful move there. Goes for that cover, he does.
Heavy on the shoulders, only good for two.
About lackadaisical pins earlier. I think that Hazard really needs to take Suicide seriously after a two-time former X Division champion.
He's been through the wars, no doubt about it.
Yes.
Throughout the years of total nonstop action, and Hazard, the blatant choke in the corner. Eric Greenleaf laying on the count. And Hazard thus far giving Suicide no room to breathe. Snaps the kick across the spine, only good for 2. Oh!
Okay.
The flurry, but stopped. That leg lariat. The body catcher.
And the crowd just so disdainful of Hazard.
Yeah, Hazard seems to hold the same disdain for the Limitless faithful in return.
Yes, he responds in kind, just as they do.
They didn't buy his mixtape. Very upset about it. Hasn't forgotten. And Hazard now drives home the right elbow, and now follows through with the suplex. Well done. Stays standing.
Really feeling himself in this moment. Okay.
Between the legs with the dribble into the elbow, but only good for 2. Refined on the basketball court as well as in the wrestling ring.
Okay, so we've seen this before. Hazard, oh, he's saying mask off. I misinterpreted that.
Oh,
My
wait
apologies.
a minute. He's looking to pull the mask off of Suicide. That may be easier said than done.
That would lead to Suicide's undoing, most certainly.
I gotta wonder if that mask is adhered to the bodysuit. Hazard may have to tear at it.
I mean, I dare say, is it even a mask?
Oh, gosh! Permanent disfigurement. Speaking of which, what a knee strike across the face, and Suicide quick to follow up. Hazard sensing danger, sensing a hazard of his own, as it were. Nobody home on the clothesline, though. Baited Hazard in, and Hazard sent spiraling outside of the ring. The evasion of Suicide, and now the ups. Tope Suicida.
The crowd on their feet, nothing like a tope to get the crowd behind you.
He's soaking it in here, and he's now sending Hazard back into the ring.
And you know, he could have chosen to do what a lot of opponents have done tonight, resort to fighting on the outside, but Suicide wants to keep it square center of the ring.
Potentially a statement victory in a new territory for Suicide. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Spins out into the Blue Thunder bomb, heavy on the shoulders, only good for 2. Long decimal after that 2.
A little bit of frustration perhaps building in Suicide. Maybe he thought that Hazard would be light work, and Hazard is proving quite resilient.
And no shortage of fight in Hazard. He grew up in the mean streets.
He operates on spite. That's
Exactly.
Oh my!
And now the lung blower. Hazard might be out cold, and Suicide maybe heading up. Oh, indeed. Magnificent vertical leap, but Hazard able to get out of the way of the moonsault stomp. Hold on, Suicide. Stopped.
Oh, that's gotta burn.
Yeah, roughest of landings. Over rotates the leg sweep DDT hard in the back of the head, and Hazard wins it here at Guilty Pleasures.